up? It's me, your girl Elisa from StylishCurves.com, and today I'm back with a new video. So today's video is one that I have been dying to do. I'm going to be doing the Black-owned makeup brands beauty challenge, where I'm using only Black-owned makeup products. I've been dying to do this challenge ever since I saw Alyssa Ashley do the challenge a few months ago. I don't know if she started the challenge or if the challenge was already started and she just did it, but she is the first person that I saw do the challenge. So I was so inspired by it that I wanted to do the challenge as well. So I will leave a link down in the description box so you guys could see her challenge. And so the reason why I really want to do this challenge is because as a woman of color, as a Black woman, I personally myself should be using more Black-owned beauty products. I should be trying to educate myself on what Black-owned makeup brands that are out there and using their products. So that's why I was very excited to do this challenge. Now, with that being said, doing this challenge has truly been a challenge. Finding Black-owned makeup brands, there's really not a lot. It's 2016 and you would think that there would be tons of Black-owned makeup brands, but there aren't. There are very few. Also, I did see a video that kind of slammed the challenge as well. I forgot the girl's name, but she was saying that a lot of people who were doing the Black-owned makeup brands challenge weren't necessarily using products that were Black-owned. They were using products that catered to women of color or Black women. So I wanted to make sure that the products I used in my video today were 100% Black-owned, and to my knowledge and my research, these products are Black-owned 100%. I'm not going to talk anymore or ramble. You might want to get a snack, a little drink or something, because it is going to be kind of long. But I hope that you enjoyed this video, and again, I've truly just enjoyed doing it and actually just educating myself on some of these Black-owned brands and how they got started. So I will definitely leave a link in the description box for all of the products that I used. So again, without further ado, check out my B.O.M.B Black-owned makeup brand challenge / tutorial video. Alright guys, bye. Alright guys, so let's jump right in with this Black-owned makeup brand challenge. Now, I must say I cannot put on any primer for the challenge because I could not find any Black-owned makeup company that sold primer. I'm not saying it's not out there. It could be, and I just don't know, or just couldn't find a Black-owned brand that carries primer, but I could not find any primer. So for the sake of the challenge and being true to it, I'm not going to use a primer because it wouldn't be Black-owned. But I do have moisturizer on my face as I moisturize every day. So the first product I'm going to go in with is Fashion Fair's Stick Foundation. And Fashion Fair is probably one of the most oldest Black-owned makeup brands out there. So, I'm going in with their Stick Foundation, and their Stick Foundation is in the stick foundation I got is in the shade Ebony Brown, and it is an all-in-one oil-free foundation and concealer that provides stay-true coverage that lasts for hours. It says that it's adjustable sheer to medium coverage, so that's what we're using today. So this is what the stick foundation looks like in the shade Ebony Brown, and I'm just going to, I think I twisted too much up, so I'm just going to do a couple swipes, and I thought the color match was pretty good. As you can see, it's basically looking like my skin. So I'm going to blend this out. And we're going to see, because it says it's sheer coverage, but it's buildable to medium. So we'll see how this layer works out. So far, it's blending out pretty well. I think I might want to do one more layer in a couple spots. Alright, so I put a second layer on, and I'm really liking the coverage, and I also like the color match of the Ebony Brown. So now I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow palette by a popular Black-owned company called Juvia's Place. Everyone and their mama has been talking about Juvia's Place, and there's a reason why. Because the eyeshadows in this palette is everything. thing and more. So the pigmentation also in this palette is also everything and more. The pigmentation is just awesome. So I'm going to go in with this palette, and I also could not find any eyeshadow primer for black owned makeup company. I know that I could obviously use a concealer, but I personally don't like using concealer as a primer, so we're not going to do a primer just for the sake of the challenge. I'm going to make sure I'm sticking with the rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and this is called Madagascar. I'm going to go in with that shade, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Now I'm going to go in with this burgundy shade right here, and it is called Jezebel. So I'm going to go in with that shade, and I'm going to put that right above my crease. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this brown shade here called, it's called Kenya. And I've used this palette before, and Kenya is actually one of my favorite shades because to me, it's like a multi-purpose shade. So what I'm going to do is put that right in my crease. So now I'm going to go in with an orange shade up here, which is called Morocco. So this is just a nice orange shade. And I'm going to actually take it, and I'm going to pop it right on my lid, and I'm going to tap it on first because this is it's a very pigmented shade, and it is a little powdery. So I'm going to tap it first so there's not a lot of fallout, and then I'm just going to blend it in. Now that I put the orange shade on my lid, now I'm going to go in with another orange shade, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It is called Ya. It's like an orange shimmer shade, and so I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to tap my brush in it, and I'm going to put it right over that orange matte shade I use called Morocco, and I'm just going to tap it on. So now I'm going to go back in with the Kenya shade, and I'm just going to put it on my waterline. Now I'm going to go in with some concealer, and the concealer I'm using today is going to be from Vera Moore. And Vera Moore Cosmetics is a black-owned brand that I found out about I think last year. She used to be an actress. She used to be on a soap opera, I want to say like Another World or something like that. I'll leave a link down in the description to her website. She's worked with Ashley Stewart numerous times, which is how I found out about her. But they are a black family owned, they are a black owned family brand. And she makes everything from foundation to concealers to blushes. So I'm using her concealer today, and this is in the shade Deep. So I'm going to use this as my highlighting shade. And Vera Moore, I've actually met her a couple times. She's super nice, and she's very aware of the lack of black-owned makeup companies that are out there, and the lack of products that cater to black women. So she's very aware of that, and her products are manufactured here in the US, which is also a plus. Another thing about her products is that you can find them in Dwayne Reed if you live in New York City, and from you guys following my channel, you know how much I love some Dwayne Reed. So I'm not gonna highlight my forehead because I do have a bangs, and so far I'm liking this concealer. I'm liking the coverage of it. Alright, so I think I've blended it out pretty good. So the next product I'm gonna go in with now is I'm gonna go in with some Iman. And as you guys all know, Iman is the CEO and founder of her own beauty company called Iman. Sorry, I got it upside down. So I'm using her, what is this called? So I'm using her Earth Medium Loose Powder. I saw this loose powder and I was just like, okay, let me try it out and see. It is a tad bit too light, but I'm going to use it. And the cool thing about Iman's loose powder is the packaging of it. So you can turn it counterclockwise. To, you see how it falls out to get some of the powder out, and then you can turn it back the other way to lock the powder in so it doesn't come out. I thought that was pretty cool and convenient because, as we all know, loose powder can be a bit messy. So I like the fact that her packaging allows you to kind of lock it in place. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to set my whole face. With the Proud Kenya shade right here, and I'm going to use that as a contouring shade today because I really just like this brown color, and I'm just going to contour my cheeks with it. I think it's such a nice brown color. Now I'm going to go in with some blush from Vera Moore, and this is what her blush looks like. This is the color, it's called Sugar Plum. It's a very pretty berry colored blush, and I'm just gonna apply that. It is pigmented, like just a dab. Look at that, just a dab. You gotta be careful with this. So I'm just gonna apply that to my cheeks. And I'm just blending it out. Can't you see how pretty that color is? It's called Sugar Plum. I love it. Alright, moving right along, we're almost done. So now I'm going to go in with a new product from Iman. This is called her Luxury Contour Trio. I think this came out a few weeks ago. That's when I picked it up. I wasn't sure as to what kind of contouring trio this was, because you see this dark color at the bottom. It's not, it came off more as a highlighter, like it looks dark on my finger, but it really, I'm going to swatch it so you can see, it really was too light. And so that was kind of surprising to me. Here it is right here. It really just came off too light in my opinion. So I decided to just use it as a highlighting shade. I'm gonna do all three colors. I'm gonna swipe all three colors to use it as a highlighter. See how it looks more like a highlighter than a contour? I was very confused by that. If I'm using it wrong, please feel free to let me know in the comments below if I'm using it wrong. Go in with another black owned makeup product. It's called Lena's Lashes, and you guys have definitely heard of them here on the tube. And this is, what eyelashes are these? These are the Monroe lashes. I'm gonna apply these lashes on off camera because I will be here all day applying it on camera, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go in with Lena's Lashes Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Tom. It's just a pretty deep brick red kind of color, and I have honestly been wearing this. If you follow me on Snap or on Instagram, this is the red lipstick I've been wearing probably for the past month. I just love the color of it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you guys like the look that I came up with. I truly enjoyed doing this challenge, and I actually really liked a lot of the products that I used. I'm totally here for that Fashion Fair Stick Foundation. I'm here for that Vera More blush, and I'm definitely here for the Lena's Lashes liquid lipstick and Tom. So thank you guys so much for sticking it out and watching this long video, and I hope that you guys take the challenge as well, and go out and check out some of these Black owned makeup brands and definitely try to use some of their products. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.